Okay, I'm back. Day or two ago was the first time I ever in my life baled hay with my own stuff, and here's my Massey Ferguson 124 that I had done some bartering for and got. And we baled with it a couple nights ago for the first time, and it had been setting. Last year I used it from the fella I bartered it for him, and if you'll look and see, it clicked through almost 82 times, you might as well say. Well, it made 42 good bales in 82 tries. So I get looking on there, and they're saying the knives is dull and all this kind of stuff, and I look on all these videos, and I can't find any. So I found them tonight. So I'm going to show you how I found them, and where maybe it might be beneficial to you if you think like I do. So anyway, here is all this hoopla, whatever you call this mess up here. And if you look back here at the back, there's 3 bolts here, but the one on the bottom is hooked to a brace. It's hooked to this brace right here. If you take that bolt out right there, on mine it was a 1/2 inch, and this thing will raise up after you cut the twine off there. You raise that thing up, and believe it or not, right there where that hole is, right there, that's where this little dude right here is. And here's the blade for it. And that thing simply just goes right like that right there. Boom. Okay, so I took this thing off, and I didn't think it was sharp enough. And it looks pretty sharp, but it's not really sharp if it's cutting nylon here. Now my Uncle Pick says, I asked him about it today, and he says that to sharpen that thing, and he said when you think it's sharp, just go ahead and sharpen it that much one more time. So now the other one, to where you could really see where this thing is, it is right here plumb off down here on the side, and right there is the hidden blasted knife I've been looking for all week long, trying to figure out where it goes at. So that's actually the knife right there, and right there it is. This is the dull side of it. So if you can reach your finger under there, let's see. You reach your finger under there, then you can feel of it there. And it's actually, this one here is about as dull as this side is over here. And like I said, on this, you might can see this a little better. So right there is the bolt you take off. All right, then on top of that, when we get looking in through here, it's not coming off this, well, I'm gonna call it a knot or finger doodaddy. But this one right here, this is where the twine goes up over this thing and comes out up this way and goes back up in this knotter. If you feel under the bottom of it, that thing's got a sharp edge on it. So now that I figured out what I'm going to do with it, then tomorrow when I get home from work, I'm going to take that thing off there, and I'll take a file and file that little catch that it's catching on it. And then really and truly, I think this puppy will work really good then, because every time it did tie everything like it was supposed to, it done really good. And so see, like right here, you can see where that knot is right there. That's what it looks like over here without the twine on it. So this knot right there, this little doodad back here, it's back here when it doesn't have it on there, and it has got a sharp edge on it. And I don't think there's any way at all that I can get that thing in there close. Yeah, you might can. See right there? That little hook. See there? See up here it's smooth? And right there's a little hook. Well, the wire, I mean the hay twine cannot come off of that thing. So, after Googling and interneting and YouTubing and asking every old man that I could ever find, I figured it out tonight. So tomorrow night I will do the things I think that I talked about here to do it, and that's a whole upper thing on it, and see if that works. And like I said, this is my old 124 Massey Ferguson square baler. I think it'll work, guys.